If you are over 65 and still waking up at 2 or 3 a.m. to use the bathroom even when you're tired and your bladder feels almost empty, please listen carefully. Because what you think is a normal habit might actually be silently disturbing your brain's ability to sleep. As a doctor, I've seen countless seniors across India and the US suffer night after night, never realizing the real cause was something as simple as how they hydrate before bed. Today, I'm going to show you the one glass, yes, just one, that could help you sleep through the night for 8 full hours without waking up to pee. No medications, no tricks, just a smarter way to support your aging brain and bladder, backed by real science. But first, I want to hear from you. Where are you watching this video from, and what time is it right now? Please share in the comments. I truly look forward to hearing from you. And if you're ready to sleep better, click that subscribe button. You won't want to miss what's coming next. After the age of 60, many elders quietly begin noticing that sleep does not come as easily as it used to in earlier years. You lie down at 10 p.m. tired from the day, but the mind remains active, wandering, waiting, sometimes even racing. Even though the body is ready for rest, the brain refuses to switch off, and by the time sleep arrives, it is already morning. Now, let me tell you something very important, dear friend. This is not just old age catching up with you. There is a deeper reason rooted in how your brain and body change after 60, and science helps us understand it. You see, the brain is made up of more than 70% water. But after the age of 60, it begins to lose that water twice as fast as before. Even if you are drinking enough water during the day, the cells in your body may not be absorbing it properly. This is because your cells need certain minerals like magnesium, potassium, and zinc to pull water inside. Without these minerals, the water you drink just passes through without reaching the areas where it matters most, like your brain and nerves. Now, here's where it gets more serious. When your brain becomes slightly dehydrated, it cannot regulate sleep hormones the way it once did. Melatonin, the hormone that gently signals your body to rest, becomes weaker and less reliable with age. So even when the room is dark and the environment is calm, your brain may not get the message to fall asleep. Instead of quiet, you feel restless, like something is still unfinished inside, even though the day has ended. There is another silent reason why sleep becomes harder. It is something called nervous system inflammation. This does not mean pain or fever. It is a low-level tension inside your nerves caused by aging, stress, and even certain foods. This inflammation raises your nighttime heart rate, tightens the muscles, and keeps the brain on alert even at midnight. It's like your body is still in day mode, even though the clock says it's time to rest. This, dear elder, is why many people feel physically tired but still can't fall asleep. The nervous system is not yet ready. Let me share a real story. Mrs. Lakshmi, a 68-year-old retired teacher from Coimbatore, came to me saying, "Doctor, I go to bed on time, but sleep has left me." When we checked her hydration and mineral levels, they were very low, especially magnesium and potassium. We made small changes, added mineral-rich foods, warm water with pink salt in the evening, and a simple breathing practice before bed. Within 10 days, she said, I slept for 6 hours straight. First time in years. I feel like I got a part of myself back. So if you are lying awake at night thinking something is wrong with you, please remember you are not broken. Your body is simply asking for a little more support in a language it has learned with age. And once you understand what it needs, water that reaches deep minerals that calm, and a ritual to soften the nerves, sleep can return. Not because you forced it, but because your body finally feels safe enough to let go. And that, dear friend, is where healing begins, not with pills, not with struggle, but with understanding and care. Common mistake. The more tired you are, the harder it is to sleep because your nerves have not been soothed. Many seniors across India say the same thing night after night. Doctor, I feel so tired, but still, I can't fall asleep. You finish dinner, you switch off the lights, you lie down and close your eyes, but nothing happens. Instead of drifting into sleep, your mind stays alert, thinking, remembering, worrying, even when your body is longing to rest. And the more tired you feel, the harder it becomes to actually fall asleep. This can be frustrating, confusing, and over time, even heartbreaking. Now, let me explain something that most people don't realize. Sleep doesn't come just because your body is exhausted. It only comes when your nervous system feels safe enough to let go. That is the real switch, not tired muscles, not long days, but a calm nervous system. If your brain is still in a state of alertness, even a full day of hard work won't help you sleep. And sadly, this is exactly what happens for many seniors after 60. You see, as we grow older, the nervous system becomes more sensitive. Things that we could handle easily in younger years, stress, noise, worries, now stay longer inside the body. Our brain shifts into what doctors call fight or flight mode, a survival state, where the mind believes it must stay alert. This may have started years ago after the loss of a loved one, retirement pressure, financial stress, or a health scare. And even when the situation has passed, the body sometimes stays in that alert mode silently, night after night. So you may be lying on your bed, but inside your heart is beating faster, your breath stays shallow, and your muscles are slightly tense. You are not in danger, but your body still thinks it is. And unless that signal changes, sleep cannot begin. No matter how tired you are, no matter how long you wait, the brain will not switch off unless it feels calm and secure. This is why sleep becomes harder, not because of laziness or old age, but because your nervous system is asking for help. Now, here is the hopeful part, dear elder. Your nervous system can be calmed gently, naturally, and safely with the right support. This is where minerals like magnesium, potassium, and zinc play a very important role. Magnesium helps to relax tight muscles and slow down overactive nerve signals like a warm hand calming a restless child. Potassium supports a steady heartbeat and lowers stress-related spikes that can wake you up at night. And zinc, a quiet hero, supports melatonin production, which is the hormone that helps your brain know when it's time to sleep. These minerals are not sleeping pills. They don't knock you out or force your body to shut down. Instead, they bring balance back. They soothe your system so that your body remembers how to rest again. Just like classical music calms the mind without making it dull, these minerals calm your nerves without making you feel sedated. And once your nervous system feels supported, sleep begins to come naturally, slowly at first, and then more deeply with time. Let me share the story of Mr. Rajesh, a 70-year-old farmer from Nashik. For years, he struggled with sleep. He would lie awake until 2 a.m. every night, feeling exhausted but unable to switch off. We introduced a simple routine: warm mineral water 1 hour before bed, gentle leg stretches, and 10 minutes of deep breathing. After just 1 week, he called and said, Dr. Saab, I slept 6 hours without waking. I feel like my old self again. So, my dear listener, if you are also tired of being tired, please know this: you are not alone and you are not failing. Your body is just waiting for the right kind of message, the right kind of care. And once you begin to give it what it needs, not more pressure, but more nourishment, sleep will come back to you. Not through struggle, but through softness. And when it does, your body will thank you every single morning. After so many sleepless nights, it is natural to feel that your body has forgotten how to rest. You try everything: warm milk, less water, counting prayers, but the eyes stay open and the mind keeps spinning. It can feel like your brain is stuck in a loop, unable to find the old road back to sleep. And the more you try to force sleep, the further it seems to drift away. But what if the answer is not about trying harder, but about giving your body a gentle signal to return? This is where something called the smart sleep glass has been quietly helping elders across India rediscover restful nights. It is not a pill, not a tonic, not even a special herb, just a simple glass of warm mineral water taken 1 hour before bedtime. But the way it works is both beautiful and powerful. It does not knock you out like a sedative. Instead, it whispers to your nervous system, softly telling it that it's safe to let go. It is what we call a biological suggestion, not a chemical push. So what makes this smart sleep glass different from ordinary water? The secret lies in 3 humble minerals that your body quietly depends on: magnesium, potassium, and zinc. When taken in the right amount and at the right time, these minerals help restore the natural rhythm of sleep. They do not act like medicines. They act like memory triggers, reminding your brain of what true rest used to feel like. Let us begin with magnesium. Think of magnesium as a calming agent for your body. It gently relaxes tight muscles, slows down overactive nerve signals, and eases that background tension many seniors carry in their chest and shoulders. If you often lie awake feeling restless or feel your legs twitching at night, low magnesium may be part of the problem. Adding it into your nightly glass can feel like a warm hand resting gently on your nervous system. Now comes potassium, a mineral that keeps your heart rhythm steady and your nerves stable. When potassium is low, even a small worry can cause palpitations, shallow breathing, and nighttime awakenings. Especially in elders who are managing blood pressure or diabetes, potassium levels can quietly drop without notice. By restoring potassium through your evening glass, you give your heart and brain a sense of balance, and balance invites sleep. And then there is zinc, the often forgotten trace mineral that plays a silent but crucial role. Zinc helps your brain produce melatonin, the hormone that signals it's time to rest. It also reduces low-grade inflammation in the brain, which is a hidden reason why many people feel alert at night even when they are exhausted. For elders who feel mentally tired but can't stop their thoughts, zinc may be the missing piece. Together, these minerals don't sedate you. They stabilize you. They help regulate your body's inner electricity, the tiny signals moving between your brain and your muscles. And when those signals become calm, the body remembers how to wind down, how to soften, how to sleep. It doesn't happen like a light switch, but within a few nights, many seniors begin to feel a quiet difference. Let me tell you about Mrs. Jayalakshmi from Chennai, age 72. She told me I have tried sleeping tablets, Ayurvedic oils, even chanting. But still, I woke up 3 times every night. We asked her to try the smart sleep glass, just 1 glass of warm mineral water with pink salt taken at 9 p.m. Within 1 week, she said, I didn't wake up until 4:30 a.m. First time in years. And after 2 weeks, she called to say, Doctor, my eyes feel fresh in the morning. My thoughts are slower. I feel like I'm living again. In Delhi, Mr. Suresh Mehta, age 69, had a similar experience. He used to walk the halls of his flat at 2 a.m. unable to sleep. He believed his insomnia was permanent. But once he began his smart sleep ritual, 200 milliliters of warm mineral water stirred with a wooden spoon, sipped slowly, something changed. After 10 days, he said, I no longer fear bedtime. My body is learning to rest again. Now you might ask, why not just drink more water during the day? And that's a valid question. The truth is, it's not just about drinking, it's about absorbing. Without these key minerals, water passes through your body without reaching the nerves and brain that need it most. So even if you are hydrated, your cells may be starving. This is why adding minerals makes all the difference. To make your own smart sleep glass, all you need is 200 milliliters of warm mineral water, not boiling, just gently warm. Add half a teaspoon of mineral-rich salt, such as Himalayan pink salt, or a safe food-grade blend with magnesium and potassium. Stir with a wooden spoon and sip slowly. Hold each sip in your mouth for 2 to 3 seconds before swallowing. This helps the minerals enter your bloodstream faster. Drink it about 1 hour before bed, then sit calmly, read something soft, or simply breathe gently for a few minutes. Let your body know it's time to rest. Dear elder, you do not need to force your body to sleep. You just need to guide it softly, consistently, and with care. This 1 glass may seem small, but it speaks in the language your nervous system understands. And when your system feels safe, sleep will return not as a struggle, but as a natural part of life. Not as a task, but as a gift. So tonight, let the smart sleep glass be your gentle invitation, a message to your brain that says, you can stop now. The world is quiet. The body is ready. Let sleep come home to you again. When it comes to health after 60, it's not always about finding something new. Sometimes it's about doing something familiar, but doing it the right way. Many elders in India drink warm water before bed. Some add haldi, some prefer ajwain, and some keep it plain. But today, I want to introduce you to a very special version of that evening drink, what we now call the smart sleep glass. It's not a fancy recipe or a Western supplement. It's something you can make in your own kitchen in under 2 minutes. Let's begin with the most important part, the water itself. You will need about 200 milliliters of clean mineral water, that's roughly 1 small steel glass, the kind many of us use at home. Do not boil it and do not drink it cold. Simply warm it until it feels slightly hot to the touch, ideally around 32 to 35 degrees Celsius. Think of the warmth of water left in the sun for an hour, just enough to comfort your stomach and mimic your body's natural temperature. Next, you will add a small amount of mineral-rich salt. Just half a teaspoon is enough. Look for salt that contains magnesium, potassium, and zinc. These are the minerals your body needs to relax and regulate sleep. Many people in India already use Himalayan pink salt, and that's a good option. But if possible, choose a high-quality salt that's been specifically blended for trace minerals available at most Ayurvedic or health shops. Now, here's something most people miss: the type of spoon you use. Avoid using a metal spoon to stir the water. Why? Because certain trace minerals can interact with metal and lose their potency. Instead, use a wooden spoon or even a clean wooden chopstick and stir slowly with care. You are not just making a drink, you are preparing a ritual, a gentle signal to your nervous system that rest is coming. When it's time to drink, don't rush. Sit calmly, hold the glass in both hands, and take small, slow sips. With each sip, let the water rest under your tongue for 2 to 3 seconds before swallowing. This may feel unusual at first, but it allows your mucous membranes to absorb the minerals directly into the bloodstream. Faster absorption means your body gets the calming effect sooner without needing to go through the entire digestion process. Now, let's talk about timing, because timing is everything. Drink this smart sleep glass about 60 minutes before your regular bedtime. So if you usually sleep at 10 p.m., finish your drink around 9 p.m. And please do not take it on an empty or overly full stomach. A light dinner by 7 or 7:30 p.m. is ideal, followed by the drink and then a relaxing activity like light reading prayer or soft music. If you are someone who frequently wakes up between 2 and 4 a.m., keep half a glass prepared and covered beside your bed. Use a small thermos or a lidded steel glass to keep it warm and clean. If you wake up, do not reach for your mobile phone or turn on bright lights. Instead, take a few sips of the warm water slowly, just like before, and lie back down with slow breathing. For many seniors, this simple step helps the body return to sleep not out of exhaustion, but out of calm. Now, I want to say something important, dear elder. This drink is not just about the water or the salt. It is about the ritual, the act of telling your body that it is safe, that the day is done, and that rest is allowed. Think of it like lighting a diya at sunset or folding your hands before a prayer. The minerals help, yes, but it is the regularity and the intention that truly create change. Let me share the story of Auntie Pushpa from Nagpur, age 71. She was skeptical at first. She said, "Doctor, I've had sleeping issues for 10 years. How can one glass of water help me?" But she followed the instructions gently. Same time every night, same cup, same spoon, same calm breath. After 10 days, she called me and said, "Last night I only woke up once. And the night before, not at all." For the first time in years, she said she felt like she woke up before the alarm, not because of fear, but because of rest. So please remember, this is not a cure, and it is not a quick fix. It is a conversation with your body, quiet, steady, and full of care. When you do it night after night, your nervous system begins to trust again. And that trust is what opens the door to deep healing sleep. You don't need to do more. You just need to do it with sincerity, with softness, and with hope. Because your body hasn't forgotten how to sleep, it just needs a gentle reminder. And that reminder can begin with one small glass held in your hands, filled with warmth and offered with intention. Dear elder, if there is one thing I wish you to take from this video, it is this: sleep is not a fight. It is not something you must chase or conquer or control with force. True sleep does not respond to pressure, it responds to peace. And for those of us in our 60s and 70s, that peace begins by listening to the quiet needs of our body. You see, sleep is not just rest. It is a time when your body heals what the day has broken. It is when your brain repairs memory, when your heart slows down to recover, and when your emotions gently settle. Sleep is not the end of the day, it is the beginning of repair. And when it goes missing, something inside, begins to ache quietly. But I want to say this to you with full honesty and care: you are not broken. There is nothing wrong with your mind, and your body has not forgotten how to rest. It is only waiting for the right signal, the right support, the right kind of care. And sometimes that signal is not complicated. It can come from something as simple and humble as a warm glass of mineral-rich water. Yes, that one glass prepared with intention, taken slowly and repeated gently each night, can become a doorway back to balance. A small act of nourishment that tells your nervous system you are safe now. You may let go. When done with patience, this becomes more than a drink. It becomes a ritual of trust between you and your body. So please don't try to force sleep tonight. Instead, invite it. Create the conditions for it to return, not as a stranger, but as an old friend. Let your evening be calm, your breath be soft, and your thoughts be gentle. Let sleep find you, not because you chased it, but because you allowed it. If something in this message touched you even a little, I invite you to try this small shift for 7 nights. Not forever, just 1 week. Give your body a chance to respond. And if you're willing, type the word hope in the comments. That one word may give strength to someone else watching silently, just like you. And if you found this helpful, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel so we can continue this journey together, learning, healing, and resting better one night at a time. Share this video with someone you care about, a friend, a sibling, or your spouse. Because good sleep is not a luxury. It is a right. And after everything you've given in this life, you deserve to rest well.